few years ago I did a complete underwater review of the Great White 2 pool cleaner, known by other names as well. As I also mentioned in my swimming pool series, the trick to longevity of pool cleaners is when they're not being used every day, you should ideally take them out of the pool and store them preferably away from sunlight so chlorine doesn't damage them. Unfortunately, a lot of people get lazy, and that includes myself. So recently one morning I saw the rubber skirt trailing behind it. So what I'm going to show you now is that you can replace the skirt quite easily yourself without paying a pool shop or anyone to do it. And if at the end you find this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe. So put an old towel down on the surface, because if you're like me and pedantic, you don't particularly want things to get scratched. So turn it over. This will be a good opportunity to pluck out all this crud that's left over, sticks, etc. Do that at your own pace. So here's the torn skirt, which happens due to being exposed too long, I guess, in you just pull that off in chlorinated water. As I said in my pool video series, things aren't meant to stay in there. But anyway, I'll save you time and I won't pluck this out on camera. Bits of crud. So to make it easier, get a screwdriver, one that will fit the screws, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. My mistake, there are actually 2 screws down in the well here, one up here and one down there, so remove those. Now make sure that you don't use a power screwdriver or similar to put these back in, because it is plastic underneath and you're very much likely to tear the thread out of them. So one occasion to do this manually. So just make your way around those. I'm sure we can work out how to do this. All the screws are the same length. Put those aside somewhere. Put them there. Good of you. And just continue to remove the other remaining screws, which sadly I can't see on camera because I'm sitting on the ground. Okay, so you can just lift this off now, as far as I recall. And if you haven't magnetised your screwdriver, like I showed you once how to do, they'll just drop out. The 2 inside are actually longer than the other screws, the 4 exterior ones. So just keep an eye on those. Now the whole thing came out. But anyway, that's how it comes out. Poke the screws there if you like to get him out. Now he's stuck. There we go. So there you have it, 6 screws. Also on the back here is your gearbox, just if you're curious. Seems in good shape, but there's a little twig there, so get rid of those as well. And that's what it looks like in the housing. Bit of noise around here today. Anyway, so there you have it. Pull off the old skirt. There's probably a joke there, but since our friend Johnny's passed away, I won't use it. Discard the old one. Now get your replacement part. which came from Pentair. Awesome people to deal with, I've found. Pentair Australia anyway. And take out the new seal. Another joke there I can think of, but anyway. Okay, so here's the new seal. Now take note, there is a word there that says outside. Don't put it inside. Just make sure that's all correct there. If you can see, that says outside. You could always take a photo before you take the old skirt off of the orientation as well, just to be sure. Just a change of angle because the sun keeps moving. What a weird thing. So basically, there's your configuration, right? There's the outside. These holes. There, see that part there? Hopefully, there's like a funny shaped join there. That there has to line up with that bit, and then all these other holes will line up. So slip those carefully there. And they're just rubberized, so it's a bit of a fiddle. Not too bad though. Don't use a tool to do it. Hopefully you can see that, because I can't. See that? Alright. Okay. And work your way steadily around. Make sure that's in the middle. My toe's not in the way. You see that still says on the outside? Slip them around there. Work your way around. I'll just do it this way because it's the way we're sure not to mess things up. Oh, see what I mean? Okay. So next one. Go the other side. You don't have to, but okay. Make sure they're flush against the body of the unit. There's no particular way to do it, but a little bit of crud there. That one just is a, I guess, a guide hole. There's no clip there. And your last one here. And there he is. Just go around and make sure it's all nice and flush against the body. Which it is. Make sure again you've got the outside facing outside. So again, there's the D shape there. This join here sits that way. Okay, looks pretty good. Let's throw it back in. So you get those bits there. Let that drop into there. There's a tricky part. Make sure you don't get the skirt caught. You see? And then it simply drops back into the housing. See the D shape? That looks right. No, it doesn't. That looks right. There you go. New skirt in place. And just reinstall all of the screws you took out, remembering the longer ones go in the recessed parts down there. don't tighten them up fully until they're all in. So the other longer screw goes in there, down there. Give them a wiggle. There you go. Just nip them up for the moment. I just want to make sure it's all sitting down. Okay. And your other 4 screws, the originals. If you can see it, so if you can see that. You're not doing a head on a car, so you don't need to tighten them in sequence, but old habits die hard. And the last of the 6 screws to go in here. Okay, so it's all moving freely. That looks good. Now just give all the screws a final tweak down, not too tight, but firm. Remember, you're dealing with plastic, which has a tendency to break. Okay, just firm. Oh, second one there. Just firm. Okay, so all you need is firm. Tell you what, the jokes I could say if Johnny was still around. Some of you will get it, but let's just stick to the point, eh? And that's that. That's how you replace it. Clean the bristles off, throw it back in the pool, and if it's been torn for a while because of chlorine, maybe just run the pool overnight, the pump I mean. And also check out my video on my pool series, which I'll link here. And when you put the pool cleaner back in, just turn it upside down for a second and let all the air bubbles escape. Okay. Cheers. Enjoy your clean pool.